This is a popular topic that is coming up with my buyers a lot right now, just because people are really trying to find every way to afford more house. So I want to dive in and make sure that your clients and anybody watching this video that is looking to buy a house that might need to find a way of getting a little bit more cash so they can afford the house they want. See if this would fit for your scenario. Recently, I had a borrower who wanted to put more money down because they just couldn't buy the house in the price range that they were wanting with the money that they had down. And so he had an old car that he was like, what if I sell that car? It was free and clear. If he sold it, he was going to get $3,500, $4,000 more that he could use to buy more house, which would basically allow him to do an FHA loan rather than the USDA loan we were trying to do. This was going to open up some extra opportunity for my borrower. But the reality is there are some things that you have to do to make sure that you do this right, because I can't just have a $4,000 deposit of cash go into your bank account and us not question it. Thank you, 2008 and all the crazy fraud that was going on back then. So today, let's discuss when you can sell something in order to have more down payment. And it kind of makes sense when you think about it. Bottom line is, if the asset is something that we can verify the value, like a title, right? If I own a car, I have title to the car. I know that it is the borrower's car because the title is in their name. And I can go and look up what the value of that car is. So I can make it make sense with the cash deposit, along with one, proof that they own it. So that's the title. Proof of its value. That is something that shows the value of something like this, just to show that we're in the right price range when we get that deposit. And three is a bill of sale. So things like diamonds that have an appraisal with it and that I can prove ownership of, things like that I could do. However, if it is something like, oh, I don't know, I have paintings that I painted that are in my downstairs basement and I'm going to sell them. They've never been appraised. I don't have any proof of ownership. It's just something I did, and somebody out of the kindness of their heart is going to buy them from me, and I want to use that as my down payment. That could be a problem because I cannot prove that the borrower owned them, that they have a specific value, and I don't have a bill of sale typically in something like that to show the transfer. So you can see that it makes sense. I've got to make sense that this large deposit that's going into that bank account does actually correlate with something of value that I can show is owned by them. But in this situation, it was very cool. My borrower was able to sell that vehicle. He had the title, he had a bill of sale. He absolutely proved that to us. We have the deposit showing the money going in there to match all of those items. And lo and behold, now instead of $6,000 down, they have $10,000 down, and they can go into an FHA house and afford more house. And it was a happy ending. So you can absolutely sell some items to use as down payment, but you need to get with your loan officer. This is the important part. Realtors, if you hear a trick word of somebody saying, well, I'm going to sell this for down payment, you need to say, hey, go talk to your loan officer about how you can document that, because there are some really tricky rules around assets and putting money in the assets, like cash, putting money into that bank account, and how we can source it. So ask your mortgage professional what you can do, how you can do it, and how you can keep it above water to make sure that we can use all of that money for your down payment on your new house. This is Charlotte Harrill. This is Recharging with Champions. And I hope this helps you or your borrowers, or just reminds you of some conversations you might need to have with your clients as they were looking at houses. And hey, if you're looking to buy and this is something that you might consider and you would like some expert knowledge on that, we are always here to help give you expert knowledge and let you know how you can keep this above water.